Hello guys, my name is Roshan and I am from Lovely Professional University. In this video, we are going to discuss model banking system using star schema. I developed a model banking system using star schema like dimensional modeling for data warehousing. We are going to discuss how it will be made, and what are the steps taken, and what is star schema, how can we implement using star schema banking system using star schema, what are the advantages, and what are the tables in it. And you can see the code breakdown also. You can see the fact tables and transactions and how it works. What are the benefits? What are the advantages and what are the disadvantages? Not disadvantages, advantages. So what are the codes that have used to develop this architecture, like a bank schema architecture? You can clearly see the lot which I did. So I'm going to explain in this video. So I hope this video will give you good knowledge about how to design a banking system using star schema. So let's start our video. Yeah, coming to the introduction part. So actually, dimensional modeling, what is dimensional modeling? Actually, it focuses subject orientation. We can filter factors like a business, it should be used in business, or it is mostly used in banking systems. And there are so many activities like numeric measurements, represent events or activity. There is a three component relevant dimensions. You know the meaning of event. And it is qualifying characters per particular fact. So this is the basic introduction of dimensional modeling. It is the main bullet points and it focuses on subject orientation and critical factors for business. So where are critical factors are stored? So basically the critical factors are stored in fact tables. What is a fact? It is basically numerical measurements which will represent an event or activity. You know the meaning of fact. So it is basically numerical measurements like 1 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. These are all fact tables which will represent an event or activity. Like they are also pre-computed and redundant dimension. Like qualifying factors, what are the characters like perspective to a fact, which will perspective to a fact. This is the basic introduction of the dimensional modeling. We know what is dimensional modeling, and I'm going to give the overview of star schema. So the fact tables are containing the star schema. So the components, the first component and main component is fact table. You can clearly see the in star schema, the fact table is there. What is a fact table? It's a central table containing measurements like example for banking system. I'm talking about banking system. So I use here transactions. I taken here transactions. So fact table, it's a central table. It's containing measurable like transactions like 100,000, 3,000. Some measurable, So I used here example transaction. So what is the dimensional table here? So there are several dimensions like customer data, account, and time, waiting time, how much time taken for the processes to complete the transaction, accounts, how many accounts. So these are the descriptive attributes. Dimensional tables are descriptive attributes related to the facts. So it's basically related to the fact. So you can see the basic definition. I'm going to read this basic definition. The data database schema it is characterized by a single fact table surrounded by a dimensional table. The fact table should always surrounded by a dimensional tables. Then it will be considered a fact table. Or else it is also the type of dimensional tables. Why we given a name like fact table? Because it should be containing the measurable transactions, measurable central table. It is a central table. What is fact table? It's a central table containing measurable values. So, and it should be surrounded by dimensional tables. So, to define this, it is simple and intuitive layout. What is the structure of this star schema? It is simple and intuitive layout. What are the advantages? I'm going to say the advantages of star schema. It performs query operations with ease of understanding. You can see improved query performance and ease of understanding. Very easy to understand and the query performance, advanced queries, like so many queries we have seen. I'm going to show you the how to write a query in SQL database. And there is also the code snippets also I'm going to show. So you can see that there's improved query performance and ease of understanding. This is the overview of star schema. So what is like I'm going to show you the database, how the database looks like. So you can see the banking system, what which tables is considered for this banking system? You can see one second, guys. Uh, is it where it is? Where it is? Uh, yeah. So I used here dimension account table, and so it is in dimensional tables. You can see that it's a account I used it for dimension, and branch I used for dimension, and product I used for dimension, and date which is used for dimensions. So these are all dimension tables. We can see in definition that I have mentioned a type of database schema that is created by a central fact table. It is called surrounded by dimensional table. If a fact table is called to be a fact table, it should be surrounded by dimensional tables. So what are the tables I use here in the account table? Because we are working on a banking system using star schema. We are implementing how banking system works with star schema. So two tables are used here, that is dimensional tables and fact tables. What is dimensional table containing here? So it containing account, it containing branch, it containing product, it containing date, which is containing about customer details. So in account, I use for in account key, account number, account type. It's a type of saving account or a business account. So there are so many. Which time you open the account, which time you close the account. So I mentioned here only for quantities like it is a int quantity, like integer values, it's a string values. You can take string values and date it's normal. So int. So it is actually a primary key. Account key, it should be unique. What is a primary key? We know the meaning of primary key. It should be unique. Or else no use of being a primary key. It can be any key, foreign key. Foreign key means it should be these two tables. If we include both the tables, then foreign key should be entertained. So I use the primary key. It should always be unique. So this account contains has fact tables and customer also have fact tables because in customers their customer key it should be unique. Customer ID should be unique. So these two are should be unique. I can see there's a primary key. So customer name, customer email, customer phone number. These are the things required when you open a bank account. So customer name, they will ask customer email, customer phone number also. So these two involves account has fact table and customer involves in the fact table. What is fact table containing here? We will explain this and now I need to explain this first date, like what date it should be an integer and full date, year, month, date of week, which date we are using. It is also primary key and the product like the key, product ID, product ID is a primary key and product name, product category, which category, which factable will react to this product. And it happens. Also, this happening, this three are happening. Then branch, like this all belongs to which branch? Like we have seen in banks like SBI branch, here, Hyderabad, or Telangana. These same names, like which branch ID, branch name, branch, where the location it is with existing. So, this is primary. After this all happens, it is including or everything is happening on this map based on this. So if this is all good, this is all where is here. So we have to include branch name, branch ID, branch name, and branch location. So, how this is how the table works. This is how the database. The database, this is a database, basic database. So, the date should contain, so the date key is integer type, this is date, this is also integer, and string. We know the difference between integer values and string values. Okay. Concatenation will be done using string, not integer. We can't concatenate using integer. We can do, we still multiplication, represent everything. We call, but string is used for concatenation. So, it occurs on that date and it reacts to this and it happens in the branch. So this four are dimensional tables and this is the transactions is the fact table. What are elements containing the fact table? We are going to talk about the elements like the transaction ID is a primary key because we are talking about transactions, na? So we use transaction ID should be unique. There is nothing here. Transactions, no transaction ID is available in this because we are talking about this table. So transaction ID is primary key. So account key. So it is containing the account key, it is containing the customer key, it is containing the rate key, it is containing product key, branch amount, type, transaction type. So these are all foreign keys because we included this on fact table. That's why it is considered as fact. This considered a foreign key. If we don't include, then it is considered a primary key, it should be unique. If it's not unique, no, customer is customer key. So the fact table also is customer key. Based on transactions, yeah, how transaction works. Based on this customer, amount, brands, product, and date. If we all are done, then how transactions can possible. It's not possible. So that's why we use a fact table. So I'm going to talk about code breakdown. I'm going to break down this code like fact tables. So you can clearly see I already talked about the components of fact table like transaction ID, account key, customer key, date key, product key, branch key, amount, transaction type. So you can see this is only the transaction ID should be considered as a primary key and remaining all foreign keys. So amount should be like decimal values like point values because every price counts. Like 18 rupees I have given to you. You should be, it is an integer type, but 18.69 price I have given to you. Then it is a decimal. Yeah, the value should be decimal. Sometimes if every decimal counts, we are you making transactions like 19.9 rupees, 19.99 only, like we have seen the boards. So this we consider here as decimal values. If we take for amount, decimal values should be taken. Every paisa counts in amount. So that's why they have used here decimals. Remaining all this is string, this is all are integers. Because this is a foreign key. Why we mention the transaction ID as a primary key? Because we are talking about transaction table. There should be a transaction ID. Without transaction ID, we can't do any transaction. The transaction ID will be generated if we work on the fact table, if we work on the transaction table. So that's why it should be a primary key. We talked about this one. Transaction has account key, account number, account type, opening date. So these are all integer string and these are also primary key. And transaction involves it. The transaction is a fact table. So it has account. Well, it involves in transactions. It involves in customer data. Like customer ID should be unique, customer key should be unique, customer name. Well, customer name need not to be unique. If customer phone number should be unique, customer email also should be unique. So these are the customers. That's why we use a primary key. But basically, customer key will be considered as a primary key based on the we are working on banking schema. That's it. Star schema using banking, online banking. So transactions occurs on the date, like which date, which month, which year, which week it is happening. It works on this. And coming to transactions happens at this all transactions happens at branch account branch only, na? Like which branch, like branch key, branch ID, branch name, and branch location where it is happening. So we are considering it as primary key. So it reacts to the products like product key, product ID, product name, product category. So we can consider the primary key. So these are all explained. Now I'm going to talk about code snippets like in we can use any like SQL Server. We can use anything to implement this database. So I will show you the database again. You can clearly take a screenshot or do work on this. Like you can take it as a reference also. You can clearly see which database I used here to generate all this. So now I'm going to talk about code snippets. Like this is which I have done in MySQL workbench. You can clearly see the codes which I used. So first I write in create table like dimensional date and date key should be integer, auto increment primary key and full date, date unique, year integer value, month should be integer. This is the syntax of creating a table. So I used a create table and any name you can give in dimensional table, dimensional product, dimensional branch. This is the basic syntax. In this, you can write anything like the date key, but it should be increment, auto increment, primary key. And full date also, date should be unique. Year, month, date of week, what should can. So 10 characters can be used for this week. We can't cross this limit. That's why we are considering what's of that. And I also created a table regarding this dimensional product, like vertically, 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 categories. So these are all limitations, like 20, 100, 50, these are the characters var char. Means this is the limit. You can't cross this limit. Right? Name also can't cross 100 words. Right? ID should not cross 20. And it should be unique. It should be unique. And that key is integer auto increment. It should be incremental automatically. And it should be a primary key also. So you can read the code, you can take the screenshot, and you can work on it so that it is run. If you press this button and run, it will run. Okay. So this is MySQL workbench. download the new version and you can also work on this. By this, how I implemented using this star schema, using the online banking using star schema. So I'm creating one more here, like a branch. So branch key should be auto incremental primary key. Branch ID should be unique. So 20 characters. Brand name should be 100 characters. These are limitations. We can make any characters 50 characters or 40 characters. Anything we can keep. We have our choice. We are creating our transactions. So it look like this. So how to print this? So how to show the table? We have write the code for the table, and there is a code for showing the table, like how to show the table. So create index, like this is also a this is based on this code. I write here create index IDX branch on fact tables branch key. So I'm this is the select star from dimensional account, select star from dimension customer, select star from dimension product. So if I write this select star, then it assign this run button, then it will show me like this. You can clearly see dimensional. If I click anything, so these are the codes which I write, and if I click on dimensional branch it, so it will show me branch ID, you can write anything, like anything you can do. You can write anything on this. Where is the location? Where is the branch? So if we write only primary keys. Now if we write foreign key, if we include foreign key like account key, customer key, date key, these all should be referencing to dimensional account, dimensional customer, dimensional date, dimensional product, dimensional branch. Because foreign key should be include like it should be reference to the other branch. So I taken here transaction ID as incremental auto increment primary key and account key is integer, customer key is integer, date key is integer, product key is integer, and branch key is integer. This is the syntax. And the amount of the decimal 15 comma 2. So this there is special value you can take. There should be limitations on taking these things. So you should be careful while taking these decimal values also. And transactional type should be voucher 50. So I taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 foreign keys on this five dimensional tables, and it should be referencing the dimensional account. Okay, so we using star schema because this is the star schema. For better query performance, indexes for better query performance, we use star schema. That's why in star schema you use create index IDS account and fact table transactions account key. This is the syntax. Create index IDS customer and fact transactions customer key. And foreign key like this also, this is the code for the foreign key. If we use the star schema like this, perform with it will show us, it will give us good understanding. So it will print like this. Tables in banking systems. What are the tables? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tables. And that's it. It will print. If I click here, I use query like create index IDs branch account on transaction track transactions branch key. This is a query which I written. And I write after writing query, the tables look like this. If I print the tables again, like select from the next account, it will print me like this. What a beautiful view from like this. So transaction ID, banking system, fact transactions, integer, display source given, precise zeros, zero. It will print like this. That's what I'm saying. If you use star schema for implementing this type of architectures, then it will be more useful and you can easily understand from it. Like there is nothing that much complicated. You can easily implement banking systems using star schema. Schema is star schema. I implemented banking system based on the eight tables, eight fields, transaction ID, account key, customer key, date key, product key, they're all foreign keys. So the display size is 11. You can clearly see. So if we click on this, if we write the syntax, proper syntax, you have to be careful while choosing the syntax. Syntax should be clear, or else the errors will be occur. So if we print, we use select star from dimensional account select star. If we copy and do like this, and if you run this button, then it will show like this. You can work on every part. You can update every part. You can work on every part, and you can create on Oracle SQL also. There's so many platforms for creating these tables, and can clearly understand using these tables. And and 1 second. Mm, mm, mm. Yes. And that's it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. So I mentioned the topics. I'm giving you the quick summary. like I implemented model banking system using star schema, like my model banking system, like this is a project, this is a project for us to do using star schemas and are implemented using other schemas also. We can also implement, but star schema is better for query performance. That's why we use the star schema. We can use any other also, like it focus on how dimensional modeling focus on subject orientation. It's dimensional modeling will be the central table will be considered a fact table, and dimensional tables are a support to the fact tables. So I explain the interaction, and you know what is star schema. I with a basic with basic definition, with basic structure, and what advantages to improve the query performance in these conditions. You can clearly see which code I written for this. You can clearly say for better query performance, I created a used your star schema and used somewhere else, right, guys? For better query performance, we used a star schema. Yes, see, index for better query performance. So we created one index based on the star schema. This is the syntax we have used on here. So it will show us in a better way. Better query performance should be done on account key and customer key and dimensional product and dimensional products. So this is the things which are used for implementing this star schema. So it is easy to understand and easy to remember. So this is the thing which are implemented. We actually created a database. First, we understand the database, and we implemented this database on SQL, MySQL Workbench server. And later we just made a PPT and we explain individually about this, and that's it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope you like this video. From this, you gained a little bit of knowledge about how we can, what is star schema, how it works, what is a factor, what is dimensional table. I hope you clear all with this. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please give me a like and please subscribe this channel. Thank you so much, guys.